The only part of their performance prior to last season and this season I can talk about would be the part that I just know when they win games and when they lose games. It's always obvious. You see people hitting me up. Do you have Rangers jerseys? Do you get that? Do you have Rangers jerseys? They won't buy. When Rangers lose match, you come to talk about their, like, if anything comes up about them, the fans will start vexing. You get that? So it's always like immediately they win a game, because I don't watch it. I was not watching it then. I was not following it up then. So, but then you hear people.
Transit TV, welcome back to the studios, onto our Niger Pro League coverage. This is our inaugural episode. We are back again to the studio. Choma is here, and we have our special guest, our very, very special guest. We have the honor to be with him today, and we're going to talk about Enugu Rangers International, the team that won the Nigerian League in the close season. We're going to talk a lot about Rangers today. And I have Chama with me, and I will let you, Tim, to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay. Hello. My name is Timothy, and I'm from Enugu, Nigeria. And I am a Rangers fan. Enugu State Rangers International.
International, yes.
International. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's Rangers' nickname? I know him by his People's Elephant.
Antelopes, right?
Yeah, I think antelopes.
Yes.
Yeah, antelopes.
Yeah, good. Tim, it's good to have you on the studio. Choma, good to see you again. Thank you for finding time again to drop by. I know you are also massively involved in the football in Nigeria. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Reggie. I'm so excited that we got the Nigerian Premier League going, because I know you have viewers who are already asking you, how is it going down here? And I'm so excited to have Tim here.
Yes, a lot of our viewers, especially in the United States here, are really.
But Tim did not tell you people.
Go ahead. You said?
Tim.
Yeah?
Tim, why are you hiding? Tim is forming humility, Reggie. Tim is being humble. I don't know why Tim is hiding.
Yeah, Choma told me, Tim, that's why I say introduce yourself. Tell us what you do. I know you're a big name in Nigeria. Let us know. Tell our viewers, they want to know.
What? Okay, okay, I am Jesse Plug, the NG in Nigeria. I did on sports jerseys. I host events, game nights, parties. I hosted the football tournament like 2 months ago in Enugu, and it was massive. It was nice. So yeah, that's his team.
Yeah, Choma told me, that's why I said introduce yourself. I didn't know you would do justice. I would have done it myself. I know you're a big name. Our viewers out there, if you are in Nigeria, we're going to put Tim's details in the description. You know, if you want any jersey anywhere in the world, if you want to promote your football tournament or sports activities, you can always reach out to him, and he will do justice to it. And we'll guarantee you that it's going to be a touch of professionalism on your event, and of course, guaranteed success to it. So, Tim, thank you for making our time from your very busy schedule to be with us today and talk about Enugu Rangers. And what a way to start our Nigerian League, Pro League content, other than, from the current champions of the league. And we are really glad to have you on the show. So, when did you become a Rangers fan? How long have you been supporting Rangers?
Oh, okay. I have always been in Enugu all my life. You know, this thing that comes with being from a particular part of. Yeah, so naturally, it's always been at the back of my mind that, okay, Rangers are our own. Like,
Exactly.
but then actively, I became very active with Rangers very recently when the new managing director came in, Amobi Ezeaku, and then he did a lot of stuff to the team generally, and he changed a lot. And the media, the media started putting the stuff out. He made a lot of changes that got people, the young ones, really interested in it. It's always been European leagues, European football, but then recently, the young ones now, we really got interested in the Nigerian league because of what he did. I'm talking about those in Enugu though. Yeah. Those I've seen, and I know this year. Okay, I think last year was the first time I watched a Nigerian football league game. So it was the first time my friend was like, "Let's go watch this game." She got the ticket, so went to watch it, and then the same thing for the other times that I watched. So I believe I've been a fan low key all my life, but then actively like last year. Yeah.
Okay, it's good to hear that. Chama, do you have anything to say add to that before I move to the?
I'm actually with Tim now. All of us now Enugu people. So originally, you don't have any other club to support. Do you understand? Yeah. They've been around for as long as I can remember. And I think my first Rangers game was against Enyimba, but that was in the early 2000s. I went there with my cousin. So he took me to the arena, and it was fun. I had fun, watching their game. But they lost to Enyimba that day though. And fast forward to Amobi becoming, a top guy in Rangers and making everything happen. Now, young people are like, the last time I traveled to Enugu, I came in December. That was last year. I actively went to watch this game, and it was mind-blowing. Yeah. They blew my mind. And now to think that they are champions, it's very exciting.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll get to that. So, Tim, let me ask you. I know, you say actively since last season, you've been part of the team. But obviously, living in Enugu, you have an eye on the team performance, their results, and naturally be discussed everywhere in town once Rangers have a game. Can you give our viewers a kind of a overview of Rangers performance the last maybe 2, 3, 4 years? I have definition this season. I think they had a good team. What are the people's feel about Rangers, how they have been doing before this last season?
Okay. Talking about their performance. Okay, I know. I based on the fact I deal on justice, I relate with a lot of people that do play sports, that love sports and all. So I the only part of their performance prior to last season and this season I can talk about would be the part that I just know when they win games and when they lose games. It's always obvious. You see people hitting me up. Do you have Rangers jerseys? Do you get that? Do you have Rangers jerseys? They won't buy. When Rangers lose match, you come to talk about their, like, if anything comes up about them, the fans will start vexing. You get that? So it's always like, immediately they win a game, because I don't watch it. I was not watching it then. I was not following it up then. So, but then you hear people texting me and coming, you get Rangers, man, Rangers just win, stuff like that. And then we'll gather and then you hear people talking about it. So, but then recently, last season and this, I followed. Should I talk about this season?
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
So last season they performed moderately fine, but then this season I just love when people put in work and then the results are showing. So it's a good sight to behold that management was changed, and then they put in active effort that we all saw, and then they yielded very clear results.
Exactly. Right.
So immediately, like it's very good to see, and then we can obviously tell that there is more to come.
Exactly.
I obviously tell them there is more to come.
So yeah. Let me ask you
another thing I have to add is that with this now, there's, as I said, there's more to come, and it has built more interest in us. And then I'm sure if we do this next season, I'll have more to say.
Okay.
So
let me ask you, considering the fact that from what you said, it looks like Rangers has already been doing well, but they've just been there. So last season, when did you start believing that it looks like they're going to win this league?
It came with bans on Twitter. Yes, it came with bans on Twitter. There's this my guy that he supports Enyimba. He's an Enyimba fan, and then he started throwing shades at Rangers. And then I had to defend. And from there, it was just we now started keeping up with the results every week.
Yeah.
We now started keeping up with the results. Weekends where and Enyimba had a very Rangers had a very mad run at some point. They were not so every week was my turn. So I genuinely believed that they were going to win the league. I was on it, like I was believing till the end.
So were you going to see some of the games, or were you seeing highlights online, or how were you following?
I saw a couple of games, home games.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember a few home games, and then highlights always online. Always.
Okay. So the games that you saw, what impressed you about, what made you, like, I know, like you said, you can't travel all the time to watch the games away, but you saw a few at home, and at some point you believe. But what made you feel that this is not a fluke?
I saw quality of football. I play football. I play football well, and I know, a lot of us go with the mindset that if we were given the opportunity to go pro, that we would do better.
Yeah,
but then
as well,
when you come to see people that actually play professionally, you see the difference. You see, I could tell that these guys are good. No be mouths. Like they are actually good. I could see from the simple touches, everything. I could see from changes when the manager makes change. I could see the difference in the games and all.
Yeah.
And can I go straight to the final game, Enyimba Rangers?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that game.
Okay,
we'll get to that game. Yeah.
It was interesting one, because okay. So I knew it was not a fluke. I knew they were good. I knew the players were good, and I don't enjoy watching football as much as I enjoy playing. But then I had the experience of watching games as a fan, like proper fan. Yeah. So I saw players impress me. I'm sorry I don't normally hold on to their names, but I'll do better with time. So when I saw players, the team captain is good. The first time I watched him, I was like, nah, this nigga good. Like, I could see the difference while he was the captain. So yes. I just knew the team was
good enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's impressive to know, because like you rightly said, and everything that wins any championship, at some point, sometimes when you see, you can feel it, that it looks like this is going to be the year. Sometimes, it might not happen, but you'll be happy with what you see. And you know that if it doesn't happen this year, probably it will go to the next year or next season or something like that. And just to touch that game, we're talking about the Enyimba Rangers game. That was an epic game, a very crucial one to the title, because anybody that won that game obviously had an edge. That was 3 or 3. I think after that game, Rangers won 6 points ahead of Enyimba. And if Enyimba had won, they would have been at the same points level. Then it would have been a little bit more difficult or tighter going into the closes. I think after that game, they had 3 more games to go before the season ended. And that's from there, Rangers won the game. So let's talk about build up to that game.
Okay.
What was it like? What was the banter? I know it was Enyimba is people's elephant. Aba is a town, a city that live and breathe football. Enugu, of course, the same. And these are all in the eastern part of Nigeria. They all speak Igbo, and probably relatives and friends. So I'm sure, like a week to that game, considering their position in the league and the bragging rights in the eastern region. In Tel Aviv, what was the build up like?
Okay, it started from Twitter bans. Yeah, Twitter bans, Enyimba fans, Rangers fans. We are going head to head, talking. Then on the day of the match, I was going to watch the match, and from inside the car, I saw Rangers we were almost at the stadium. Then I saw Rangers, Enyimba fans they were in like 3, 4, 5 buses, plenty buses lined up. These niggas were screaming, like Like they were shouting, and it was the first time I felt like a fan. Like I could feel it.
The atmosphere, yes.
Yeah, the atmosphere was crazy, and they were shouting from their window. Me at some point, I come on here, they tell them, "Now go collect, normal this thing." And then they were Enyimba fans. I don't know what it would be like to go to. I can only imagine what it would be like to go to Aba to watch their game as an opponent. It will be crazy. You'll be intimidated. I can't even lie, because even their song, they are Nzobu, Enyimba. At some point, I almost joined them because we all grew up. Almost, like, it was crazy. I go come out. They will keep screaming, and then till we now got in, and even the stadium, they were less than us, obviously, but these niggas we are shouting. Like these niggas we are. I'll give them. I'll say they know how to be fans. Like they know how. And that's for the build-up of the game. Then the game, when the game started.
Yeah, okay. So another thing is, okay, from the build-up, let's talk about the atmosphere in the stadium before we go to the game proper. Like, the stadium. I heard that the stadium authorities oversold their tickets. They were fans climbing. So what was it like? What was the atmosphere?
First, it was a problem. It was a problem to enter, like to get into the stadium, because there was no space. Like everywhere was filled up. That's probably the largest crowd I've seen in that stadium. Not probably, it is the largest crowd I've seen in the stadium. It was I could not imagine how everyone would fit into the stadium, and truly everyone did not fit. Like some fans were standing almost on the pitch.
Wow. That means, because I remember after that game, the authorities fined Rangers for lack of crowd control and stuff like that.
Like the crowd was massive, everyone, and it was different because we've had this mindset that guys they like football. Women were there. Like you can't clearly say men were more than women, because women were plenty. Men were plenty. Like I actually was like, nice one, Rangers, because the fact they were doing something good. That's the reason they were able to pull that number of people. So it's not easy to bring that number of people.
Yeah.
Same interest. Get them interested in what you are doing, because I host events. I know how difficult it can be to bring people. So it was really good. Like it was really good. But then, even though it's wrong, selling the overselling tickets and
the ticket, yeah. Okay, so let me ask you, before we go to that particular decision that we know what happened in that game, but the game itself from the beginning, how did you enjoy the game? Did it look like, I know the quality, of course, obviously would have been good because, like you said, Rangers was doing well all through the season. Anybody was doing good. So these are two quality teams in the league kept coming together and trying to fight. But anybody that won if Rangers win that game, help them to go ahead and win the season. And if anybody had won, it would have put them in a position to maybe win the season as well. So obviously they were all at it. So how did you enjoy the point? What was the quality like? Who had the upper hand? Did you feel that the Rangers did enough to win the league, to win the match? I mean,
yeah, it was my first time watching Enyimba. Yeah, so I could see the reason why they are Enyimba. Like the team, they are good. The players are so good. I would say it was a balanced game. Because at some point Rangers were in charge. They took charge of the game. Yeah. Other times, Enyimba outplayed them. I don't know whoever the Enyimba center forward is. I think center forward or right wing. I can't remember him. But then the guy is huge. The guy was really intimidating the Rangers defender. Like he bullied the nigga so many times. It was so easy for him. So, but then they could not convert their chances. They could not convert their chances. And then Rangers also had their chances. So it was. I think it was a 50-50 match. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, Chuma, you want to add before we go to the controversial decision?
No, you remember that we down here, we actually didn't get the opportunity to follow the game.
Yeah.
Because whether we like it or not, watching a live match is better than whatever we were offered.
Highlights, exactly.
Yeah. So it was basically on Twitter, at their page, the admin person in charge of the Rangers international page. On the game. But after the game, because of the whole wahala, the whole story, and everything started coming out, that was how we found out that they exceeded their capacity. But I've been to a Rangers game before, and I believe that people choked. I can tell you.
Yeah, there was a time. I was almost got stampeded in the national stadium. I can tell. I know naturally we have this thing in Nigeria that everybody wants to get out first. Everybody tends to either come in or go out at the same time. People get stampeded. So, Tim, since you were in the game, and I hope you were focusing at the time this thing happened. That decision, what did you make out of it? Was it a penalty? Do you think the referee made a good call and stuff like that?
Okay, from the whole overcrowding and the energy in the pitch, I could tell there would be that the game was one controversial decision away from field invasion. I could tell. So close to the game was almost finished, and then I told my friend, let's step before this gets serious, before it gets to time. So as I was already leaving. Then I was online following on. I was still following online. Then I saw the game has been
the field invasion.
Yeah, I saw the field invasion gist. So I was like, thank God I left at this time. It was eventually online. I looked up the videos and saw, and then I asked some people that were there. And I don't know. I can't, from the video, from my point of view, I think it was a penalty, genuinely. But then, whether it was a penalty or not, the fact that the referee said it was a penalty, the players had no right to act the way they did.
Yeah.
You understand? Over time, it's been seen as an African football thing. You understand?
The whole way you have to start fighting and stuff.
Yes, lack of character. It was bad. It was a poor act from the player.
Yeah, Choma, what did you look about that decision? Do you think it was a penalty?
My younger brother was there. My brother. Well, he's a straight guy, and I saw the video after what my brother said, and it was a clear penalty.
Yeah.
I think it was a clear penalty too.
Yeah, personally, if you ask me, I think it was a pen. Based on what the videos that I saw, because we were also debating on it. In fact, it was a huge debate out here because I belong to a group here of retired pros, both from Europe, Nigerian League, and stuff. We play football every Saturday together. So there's some Enugu fans. There was one guy, but I would love to have him on this show today. He didn't have time. Afam, he was adamant. He was like, I said, bro, this video that we're looking at here, it was a clear pen. It was a penalty. It's just that I had pity for the referee because, like you rightly said, you could sense that at that point, that decision, your camera is not well placed.
Really?
You could see, that if there was a way not to make that call, maybe the referee wouldn't have. But again, if he doesn't make the call,
yes,
the Rangers fans too will feel that they were undone as well. So it was a very, like you said, it was just very thin line between that game ending peacefully and what happened actually coming to happen. But on the referee is not supposed to look at the atmosphere or fans and stuff. It's supposed to make calls.
Yeah, based on what
on the pitch, and that was a penalty. I don't know why Enyimba players, felt that it wasn't a pen. That guy clearly pulled the striker, and maybe he felt that even without the pull, maybe the guy wouldn't have still scored. But what did you do?
Yeah. But then, even in the biggest leagues in the world, referees make bad calls.
Yeah.
And
referees make bad call. I'm not going to lie. That wasn't a bad call.
Even if it was
exactly.
The biggest referees make bad call, and then it's not your place as the player to go and try to help make him change the call or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Well, I know. Yeah, even in Europe or all around the world, players sometimes they show their agreement with referee's call, but there's always a limit you can go.
Yeah.
There's always a borderline that if you cross, that's it. You can't touch the referee. Fans can invade the pitch. You can be there shouting and making your noise. Managers can go to fourth official, and get their voice and they get their match sanctions. But invading the pitch and causing chaos, that's going across the line. I don't know, because you said, are you hearing anything from Rangers? Are they buying players? What's the team doing this offseason to make the team even better? Because now they're going to go into CAF competition next season and the league as well. Are you hearing rumors about players they are signing and stuff like that?
I follow them actively on Twitter. So yes, I've seen a couple of transfer news, but then I can't tell how good the players are because I've following them. But then I trust the management. Like I trust them like mad because they've shown me results.
Mm-hmm.
I trusted them before and then they've shown me results. So I trust that whatever they are doing is in the right direction. Mm-hmm. I've seen a couple, like 2 or 3. I think there's this Lucky guy and then another Okuri guy that they signed.
And those are players that play in the league.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Because obviously, for them to maintain the success, like you said, having a good management that came to implement new things and is showing results, which means they know that they understand that to keep doing this, getting the same result, they have to keep improving on the team and stuff like. But even back, Rangers, they still retain their manager, right? The coach.
Yes, they retain. Yeah.
Are there any players leaving the team?
I don't know about that. I did not see any news on that. But
okay. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so, and hit the like button on this one. We really want to push this Nigerian League content out there because there's not so much about it. We are very privileged to have Tim here today. And again, don't forget to see the description section. We have Tim is a big name in Nigeria when it comes to jerseys. If you want any jersey of any club, both in Nigeria and abroad, hit him up and place your orders, and you will have your jersey delivered to you all around the globe. Good to have you back. So, Tim, what's your expectation going to this next season for? Go ahead, Chama.
Hello?
I don't know what's wrong with my network. Sorry, team. Sorry, Reggie.
I know the thing is really messing up. Yeah. But it's okay. Yeah, so Tim, what do you expect the Rangers to do this next season? Both in CAF and the league.
They are capable of doing it again. And then I believe they can even go ahead to the CAF. Yes, I think they can. They stand a very good chance because yes, when you put in work, you see results, and they are putting in work and they will see the results. I believe they can. Yes, I expect them to.
Yeah, sometimes teams win league. They have maybe 10 or 13 core players that actually did the job. Do you think Rangers have a squad of players that are good, not just the starting 11, but even their bench, like you mentioned earlier on, changes? Do you think that the players they have in the squad, actually everybody has the quality to contribute, really good for the team to win?
Yes. I think the players are good. Like, I've seen them play. Like, I've seen the players, I've seen the subs, I've seen they are good and they can go ahead too. They have the quality they need to do this again. And they are rebuilding, they are adding more to the team. So it simply shows that they have more than they need to even go ahead to win the league again.
Okay, now, another thing I want to ask you, let's talk a little bit about the league in general. You say you saw some of the games. What did you make of the Nigerian league this season? Because, in the past, the way Nigerians are following like EPL now, that's how we used to follow Nigerian league. After a while, there was an apathy towards the league because everybody just went to Europe. But it looks like there's a renewed desire by Nigerians to follow the league and stuff like that. But on the quality point of view, the teams that came to Enugu last season that you went to watch, what do you make of their quality? Are there any other teams in the league that you think, apart from Enyimba, that still give the Rangers run for their season?
There's something my friend said when we went. I think was it Kano Pillars? I can't remember the team name, but then we were seeing the game and she said, these people are better than the Nigerian national team. Like national team, because I think that was close to AFCON. He said this, I was like, because the team quality was good, like the players, and she started debating why don't they pick players from the national team, from the local league, as often as they should, like because they are quality players.
Mm-hmm.
They are quality players in the different teams, and then you see them. I don't know. I don't know if it's
so you're telling us like someone like me, like based in the US now, and just around the globe, but anybody that finds themselves in Nigeria, anytime there's any team is playing, regardless of where you live, that you should try and go to the stadium and
enjoy
get the games.
I enjoyed all the ones I saw. So yes, you should go and watch it.
Okay.
Anyone is.
Yeah,
the team quality. The quality is good.
I know you say you believe Rangers will do it again, but are there any teams that you think that could give them a run for their money this season?
Enyimba. I don't know that. Enyimba.
So you won't be surprised if Enyimba wins it next season ahead of Rangers.
They can, but then Rangers will.
They shake heads. They can.
They can try.
All right, Tim. Thank you very much for having me on the show. I totally enjoyed it. I said, but please, I want you to put more time this season to now that the Rangers have courted you and they have got your interest. Please, this season, because we're going to have this a lot more. We're going to rely on you to get info about Rangers going to the season and the other teams. We'll have other fans too from I'm going to probably, before the season starts, we're going to bring you together with a Rangers fan so that we can talk about the two teams and, your banter and your stuff. So our fans we probably will do it live so that people can ask questions while we are on the show.
All right.
You guys can answer. Yeah, thank you really very much for stopping by and having time to talk to us today. I don't know if you have anything to say before we close.
No, I'm happy to be here too. This is probably my first time on camera.
Yeah, I see.
So, yeah,
I see.
I enjoyed it. Yes, I had
thank you very much thank you for accepting our invitation. Chema, before we go, I know your internet has really messed you up today, but
I was going to tell Tim something. I wanted to tell Tim something. Tim, you know how we in the Enugu side, we always like Rangers is this, Rangers is that. Have you seen Remo Stars play? There's Remo Stars. Those teams in the southwest. South. Those guys are not laughing. I mean, Remo Stars. Remo Stars got their their other team coming up Beyond Limits.
Yeah.
So they are coming into an NPFL, and then Sporting Lagos, that was supposed to be the Lagos team, now went on relegation, and Ikorodu is coming. So these guys are not joking. Like if our dearest Rangers, if they don't buckle up, see, it will be a joke. Because I know what I'm saying.
That reminds me, you mentioned that last season, one of the biggest names in Nigerian League football got relegated, Enugu National. And when I heard that news, Enugu, but no, now Heartland, it used to be Enugu, but now it's Heartland, got relegated. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm State.
I'm laughing.
The way you're entirely affiliated to Rangers, that's how I am to Heartland, because I'm from Imo State, So when I read that, I was like, this is not true. I can't believe this. So what do you think Rangers has done over the years to remain, not find itself in that situation?
Let me tell you what they did.
Yeah.
Heartland doesn't have Amobi, but Rangers has Amobi. Okay? So if I were all these other clubs, apart from Remo Stars, because Remo Stars are like my guys, and Sporting Lagos. In fact, I'm going to the NNL because of Sporting Lagos. I'm going to focus on the games. And then we have the likes of Ikorodu FC coming on. There are other guys, Enyimba, but me and Enyimba, you understand, is a tough love because I can never allow them to win. Do you understand? But if you have a leader who is very resourceful, one thing I know about Amo because I've met him personally, he's not just about talk. He will show you walking. It's not cho. Do you get?
Yeah.
Like, if he's talking, he's doing. And if you're not meeting up, like, he's leaving you behind. So with him, you have to, you have to be on the move.
You have to be on it.
Exactly. So he's there with innovation. He's there with the media. He's there with people management. He's there with, promotions. He's there looking for endorsements. This guy is somebody you will give your money to if you want to be a sponsor, and you get your money worth. Do you understand? I know it's never perfect. Like in the NPFL right now, I see what they are doing, and these guys are blowing my mind. And let me shock you, it's young people mostly, because young people are actually getting into media, getting into everything, NPFL now. They have spaces on Twitter where you can talk and, see what these young people are doing. And I'm telling you, they are coming. They are coming. But you need to have an
from what you guys are saying, it looks like even the league management or the club managers, like you mentioned earlier, team, are even doing better than the Nigerian FA authorities,
I would stand on it. Yes, like Chris.
Yeah, it looks like so. That's really So our viewers, please stay locked on Transit TV. We're going to be bringing you more of this. We have other fans lined up. Enyimba fans, Remo Star, like Chuma mentioned. We're going to be bringing a lot of them on this show to talk about. And when these games come up, like the next time Enyimba is going to play against Rangers in the next season, of course, team is going to be here with Enyimba fans. I'm going to do the banter. I'm going to find out who. So we're going to keep giving you information, highlights, and of course results every week as when the season starts. Team, thank you for stopping by today to spend some time with us. Chama, thank you very much for making this happen.
Thank you.
You have always been a very strong person in Transit TV. And our viewers, please subscribe if you don't want to miss any of these actions, and hit the like button, and let's go on this ride. Nigeria League has come to stay in Transit TV. I will have to push this league. From what team has just told us, the league is doing better. The players are quality. The coaches and the managers are doing good. From what I get today, there are these 5-6 teams out there that are very good. So like I said earlier on, if you travel home, you find yourself in Nigeria any weekend, ask around any of the games that's coming up, go and watch, entertain yourself, and come back and go back and tell people where you base, the quality that you saw at the stadium. And we're going to leave it there for now, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao. Thank you, Choma, and thank you, team. Bye.
Bye. Safe. Thanks.